There's a part of human nature most people are terrified to acknowledge. A side of reality that hides behind politeness, social rules, and pretend morality. It's the world as it actually is, not as people wish it to be. Niccolò Machiavelli didn't write for the weak, the naive, or the overly idealistic. He wrote for those who understood that life is a chessboard. That power matters. That strategy matters. That human nature, when stripped bare, is driven by self-interest, fear, ambition, loyalty only when convenient, and strength when necessary. Today, we're diving into 8 traits of Machiavelli's dark intelligence. The kind of intelligence that makes you dangerously perceptive, socially untouchable, and strategically undefeatable. These aren't traits for manipulation. They're traits for survival, for awareness, for learning how to navigate a world that rewards strength and punishes softness. In this world, the people who rise aren't the nicest. They're the ones who understand how the game works. Let's begin. Trait 1, calculated detachment, 13500. Most people make their worst decisions when emotional. Anger, jealousy, fear, desperation. These states predictably ruin judgment. Machiavelli understood. A person who cannot detach themselves from emotion becomes a puppet to those who can. Calculated detachment is the ability to step outside your feelings, analyze situations without bias, separate personal desire from strategic reality, remain calm when others panic. Detachment is not coldness. Detachment is clarity. It lets you see who is genuine, who is opportunistic, which choices strengthen you, which choices trap you. People respect the person who stays composed while others crumble, because composure signals power. In modern life, calculated detachment means you don't respond instantly. You don't take bait. You don't reveal frustration. You analyze before reacting. The detached thinker becomes untouchable, because no one can control someone who controls themselves. Trait 2, radical observation, 500,830. Machiavelli taught that a ruler must know everything, even things people prefer to hide. And here's the truth. Most people reveal more than they realize. They reveal their fears, insecurities, desires, weaknesses, and intentions through their tone, behavior, patterns, and inconsistencies. The problem: most people never pay attention. Radical observation is the ability to read people beyond their words, notice microexpressions, track patterns of behavior, see what someone isn't saying, understand motives, not excuses. Observation gives you power because it gives you information. And information is leverage. It doesn't mean using it to manipulate. It means using it to protect yourself, to avoid deceit, to choose allies wisely, to make decisions grounded in truth, not illusion. When you become truly observant, people can't lie to you easily. They can't use you. They can't blindside you, because you see the truth beneath the surface. The one who sees the most wins the most. Trait 3, strategic patience, 830-1200. Patience is not passive. Patience is a weapon. Machiavelli wrote that timing is as important as strength. Most people destroy opportunities because they demand instant results. They expose their intentions too early. They force situations before they're ready. Strategic patience means letting others show their hand first, allowing chaos to reveal hidden truths, acting only when the odds are stacked in your favor, embracing slow, long-term positioning over impulsive gratification. Patience is the art of waiting for the moment that guarantees success. You become dangerous when you don't rush to respond. Don't rush to prove yourself. Don't rush to confront. Don't rush to act. Instead, you let situations unfold. You let people reveal themselves. You strike only when necessary, and when the outcome is already in your favor. Strategic patience is the power of inevitability. Trait 4, control of appearances, 12:00:1530. Here's a Machiavellian truth most people resist. People judge based on appearances first, reality second. Your presence, discipline, body language, and confidence dramatically shape how others treat you, long before they learn who you really are. Machiavelli didn't believe in fake personas. He believed in intentional presentation. Control of appearances means you look composed. You speak with certainty. You move with purpose. You maintain dignity even under pressure. You never appear desperate. You signal confidence without arrogance. Humans are visual creatures. We make assumptions instantly. Appearance becomes a psychological shortcut. You don't need to pretend. You just need to present yourself in a way that communicates strength, focus, self-respect, boundaries, discipline. When you control how you appear, you control how the world reacts to you. Trait 5, psychological resilience, 1530-1900. The world rewards those who can endure difficulty without breaking. Machiavelli believed that adversity shapes the strongest leaders because it forces them to develop resilience. The ability to withstand criticism, betrayal, stress, and unpredictable change. Psychological resilience is built through discipline, self-reflection, accepting discomfort, embracing responsibility, learning from setbacks rather than collapsing under them. Weakness invites pressure. Strength repels it. Life will test you. People will doubt you. People will try to manipulate you. People will underestimate you. Situations will challenge your stability. But if you cultivate resilience, you cannot be moved by external forces. Resilience makes you dangerous because it means you cannot be controlled through fear. And when fear no longer dictates your actions, your power multiplies. Trait 6, understanding self-interest, 19:00:2230. One of Machiavelli's most misunderstood teachings is his view of human nature. He didn't say people were evil. He said people were self-interested. Not malicious, but driven by survival, ambition, comfort, validation, and security. When you understand this, you stop taking people's actions personally. You realize loyalty is conditional. Promises depend on convenience. Morality bends under pressure. People protect themselves first. This doesn't make you cynical. It makes you prepared. Understanding self-interest allows you to choose better allies, avoid betrayal, anticipate behavior, navigate conflict intelligently, negotiate effectively. When you understand what drives people, you understand how the world works. And when you understand how the world works, you cannot be easily fooled. Trait 7, the power of discretion, 22:30-26:00. Machiavelli consistently praised silence as a strategic asset. The more you reveal your goals, your weaknesses, your plans, your frustrations, your insecurities, the easier you are to predict, influence, or sabotage. Discretion means rarely explaining your intentions, keeping your private life private, letting actions speak louder than words, listening more than speaking, revealing information slowly and intentionally. People can't attack what they can't see. People can't sabotage what they don't understand. People can't undermine a plan they never heard. Discretion grants you freedom. When your moves are invisible, your power becomes unchallengeable. Trait 8. Control of your own nature. 26:0029:00. This is the deepest Machiavellian trait of all. Most people are trapped by impulses, cravings, ego, insecurity, laziness, pride, emotional wounds. They cannot lead themselves, so the world ends up leading them. Machiavelli believed real power begins with self-mastery. You cannot influence others until you can influence yourself. Control of your own nature means disciplining your habits, identifying your weaknesses, confronting your ego, mastering your impulses, making decisions based on long-term gain, not short-term desire, choosing rationality over emotion. You become dangerously smart, not by outwitting others, but by bringing order to your own mind. The person who has self-control becomes unpredictable, unshakable, and unstoppable, because no external force has more power than the force you command internally. Conclusion: the dark intelligence that liberates you. 29:0030:00. These 8 Machiavellian traits aren't about manipulation. They're about understanding reality without illusions. They're about protecting yourself, about moving intelligently in a competitive world, about survival, strength, insight, and self-mastery. Most people live blind. You won't. You now see how people think, how power works, how human nature behaves, how strategy shapes outcomes, how clarity beats idealism. When you master these traits, you become someone the world cannot deceive, weaken, or control. Not because you're ruthless, but because you're aware. This is dark intelligence. Not evil, not malicious, but sharp, disciplined awareness. And awareness is power.